Liko Keller is of the view that although the curve has been flattened through strengthening the public health system, issues of job or income loss and hunger still persist since the introduction of the package. According to Liko Keller, the grant has also been prematurely dispersed at the time because the pandemic was also in its infant stage and people are only starting to feel its impact now.
What we are seeing is that the economy and the business space is lagging behind despite the rescue package. And when we look at this rescue package, the expectation was that we should already begin to see some positivity coming out of it so that it sets the stage for recovery.
Former chairperson of the National Council, Margret Mensah also says the reintroduction of the basic income grant is long overdue in view of the Covid-19 outbreak.
If you look at people who on a day-to-day basis were struggling to get something to put in the water on the fire outside, then the become very handy, because if you get that little income, the people produce where we started and tried if it will work, we could see that it had an impact.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Professor Peter Kachvivi, echoed the same sentiment.
I'm equally interested in the income grant, not necessarily for now, maybe as a permanent feature in our budget, but maybe for a repeat of that important exercise of providing 750, to have that rerun for the purpose of assisting particularly people who have been adversely affected by the pandemic.
A human rights activist, Uhuru Dempers, on his part, says a holistic assessment of the impact of the pandemic is critical to determine the way forward.
Since I'm seeing some of our national leaders on this platform, I'm asking this question, whether there is not an urgent need for an indaba, for a get-together of the leadership with key stakeholders to think through a recovery plan, a national recovery plan across political, religious, whatever lines, to really sit down and investigate what the real impact of this pandemic is on the various facets of our economy.